Here is your rewritten version. It keeps the core message, but changes the structure, wording, flow, and tone. It's written in natural United States English and does not copy the original phrasing. Picture this. You wake up every morning earning $200,000 a year. That's nearly $4,000 a week. On paper, you've made it. You drive a new luxury car. You live in a spacious home in a great neighborhood. You order takeout without checking prices. From the outside, you look successful, maybe even wealthy. Then one evening, your car needs major repairs. The bill is $2,000. You swipe your card, declined. You check your savings. There's less than $1,000 sitting there. That's the moment it hits you. Despite being in the top income bracket, you're financially fragile. One missed paycheck would send everything crashing down. You aren't wealthy. You're just a middleman. Money flows from your employer through you and straight to the bank, the dealership, the credit card company, and the IRS. This is the wealth illusion, and it's trapping high earners everywhere. We've been taught that income equals success, but income is just how fast money moves through your life. Wealth is what actually stays. Right now, millions of six-figure professionals are running full speed on a financial treadmill. They're exhausted, stressed, and technically successful, but their net worth barely moves. My name is Bobby. I've spent years analyzing the finances of high-income professionals who feel broke. If you make great money but never seem to get ahead, this is for you. Today, we're separating cash flow from real wealth. We're exposing the silent drains, taxes, lifestyle inflation, and depreciating purchases that quietly eat six-figure salaries alive. And more importantly, we're talking about how to stop looking rich and start becoming rich. Let's start with the hard truth. A high salary can be intoxicating. When $10,000 lands in your account every couple of weeks, it feels permanent, reliable, guaranteed. So you build your life around that assumption. You sign expensive leases, you finance cars, you upgrade your house, you stack subscriptions and commitments. Over time, you create a lifestyle that requires your entire paycheck just to function. That's not freedom, that's dependency. You may dislike your job, but quitting isn't an option because your monthly burn rate is too high. Your lifestyle owns you. That's the Golden Handcuffs effect. Now let's talk about the biggest silent partner in your income, taxes. If you earn $200,000 in a high-tax state, you might lose 35–45% before you even see it. Federal tax, state tax, Social Security, Medicare, local taxes. Your $200K quickly becomes closer to $120K. That's about $10,000 per month after taxes. Still solid money, until lifestyle inflation kicks in. A $4,000 mortgage. 2 car payments, totaling $1,500. Insurance. Student loans. Childcare. Utilities. Convenience spending, food delivery, cleaning services, impulse purchases. Suddenly, that $10,000 doesn't stretch very far, and if something unexpected happens, you're underwater. The appearance of success is extremely expensive. Now imagine 2 bars on a financial chart. The first bar is income, tall and impressive. The second bar is net worth growth, tiny, barely visible. Why? Because most of the income is being converted into things that lose value. A luxury car isn't an investment. It depreciates daily. Boats, gadgets, designer items, they drain cash. Even a large primary residence, while technically an asset, consumes money through maintenance, taxes, and repairs. Real wealth is built from assets that grow, diversified stock funds, rental properties, businesses, equity stakes, things that appreciate without constant feeding. If your entire paycheck is spent on liabilities, you're not building wealth, you're financing consumption. Then there's lifestyle creep, the quiet killer. Every raise triggers an upgrade. Every bonus justifies a new purchase. Your spending rises at the same pace as your income. There's never a gap. And that gap, The difference between what you earn and what you spend is where wealth is created. Think of your life like a business. If revenue equals expenses, the business has zero profit. Yet that's how many high earners operate. They celebrate paying all their bills as if that's success. That's survival. Wealth requires surplus. It requires choosing the Toyota when you could afford the Tesla and investing the difference. It requires resisting upgrades even when your income says you can afford them. Now I can already hear the pushback. I work hard. I deserve nice things. You do. But you also deserve security. You deserve options. You deserve the ability to walk away from a toxic job. You deserve sleep without financial anxiety. Spending provides a temporary dopamine hit, but the effect fades quickly. The payment obligations remain. The new car feels normal in a few weeks. The stress of maintaining the lifestyle does not disappear. True financial happiness comes from optionality, knowing you have years of expenses saved and invested. That kind of security changes how you move through the world. It's quiet confidence. So how do you shift from high income to real wealth? Step 1. Track net worth, not just income. Net worth equals assets minus liabilities. That's the scoreboard. If that number isn't increasing, you're not progressing, no matter how big your paycheck is. You might discover your net worth is lower than expected. Face it, clarity creates control. Step 2. Automate investing. If money sits in your checking account, it will get spent. That's human nature. Set up automatic transfers the day you're paid. Move 30–40% directly into retirement accounts, brokerage accounts, or other long-term investments. Treat investing like a mandatory bill. Live on what remains. When you constrain yourself, you become more intentional. Unlimited spending encourages laziness. Limits create discipline. Step 3. Keep investing simple. High earners often believe they can outsmart the market. They chase individual stocks, crypto speculation, complicated private deals. In reality, low-cost index funds that track the total market outperform most active strategies over time. Your income is your advantage. It's your shovel. You don't need exotic investments. You need consistency. Dig steadily. Avoid destructive debt at all costs. Carrying high-interest credit card balances while earning six figures is a financial emergency. Interest rates of 20% or more will destroy your progress. Eliminate that debt aggressively. You can't build wealth while bleeding cash. Finally, redefine what success means. Society says success is a luxury watch and a corner office. Real success is control over your time. The executive earning $200K who answers emails at midnight every Sunday isn't free. They're just well compensated. The person earning $80K with no debt, solid investments, and evenings free with family, that's freedom. You must decide which game you're playing, status or independence. You can't fully optimize for both. The illusion of wealth feels good in the short term, picking up the check, driving the nice car, being the successful one. But real wealth is quiet. It's invisible. It's a steadily growing number that compounds over decades. One day your high-paying job will end by choice or by force. On that day, your income stops. What remains is what you kept. So stop obsessing over your paycheck. Start tracking your net worth. Redirect the flow from consumption to investment. Build assets that outlive your salary. If this made you realize you've been financing an image instead of building a future, take a moment and decide one expensive habit you're ready to eliminate.